Oh, they're going.
Now, these two have been battling a series of chronic injuries. Alia, I believe, has been dealing with hamstring problems.
Yeah.
Michelle, stress fractures. Now, when a runner has to deal with these sort of ailments, it can be very detrimental with their self-esteem. So we're going to see how they rebound today.
Yeah, running's a real psychological sport, and if you're not careful, it could get the best of your mind.
Yeah. Both of these two had their UCSD debuts actually in the Mangrum Invite this past weekend in the 3K.
And it looks like they're happy to be on the track.
This is a bit of a bump up in distance from the 3K.
Alright, just a little bit. You gotta wonder what kind of damage all this pounding will do on their bodies.
Yeah, we're gonna go to
They're tough. Oop. Sorry for that break in the action. Keep stopping the camera. On accident. Give you a little bit of background from these two. Alia coming out of Great Oak High School, which is a very, very dominant distance program in the southern section. They went to nationals in 2011, I think. Not quite sure, and they placed pretty high. Also not sure the placing.
You may be able to confirm this, but rumor has it that Alia was more of a cross-country runner in high school.
I think this is true. Alia tends to perform better in the long-distance events. The 8Ks and the 10Ks tend to play out in her favor.
Let's hope that's the case tonight. And Michelle's going out strong. She's currently battling for a second.
Michelle sitting in the number 2 spot, as Franz previously mentioned. Michelle is a pretty aggressive racer. In her freshman cross season, she was definitely in the top 3 most of the races.
I'd agree with you. She's very aggressive on the track. Outside the track, though, you'd never know. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's a sweet girl.
Very sweet girl.
She loves sweets.
Yeah? Speaking of sweet girl?
Yeah.
Who doesn't? I know I do.
Touche.
I know I do. Now running neck and neck right now in the second heat. They've split them apart from the chase pack.
I think it goes past 11 minutes.
Does?
Yeah.
Also, to our viewers, we apologize in advance, but due to battery restrictions, we are running low on camera juice, so we may not capture this second heat of the women's 5K to the fullest extent.
Now, I don't know about you, Hotman, but I got my fingers crossed on this camera here.
Me too. This is Canon, name brand. You can always trust the name.
Now, Canon is sort of like the Nike of shoes.
Yeah.
It's up there, all right.
It certainly is. I agree with you. What was their line of cameras they came out with a few years back with Maria Sharapova helping to market?
Yeah, I also saw Ashton Kutcher.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, he was on there as well.
Yes. Now these companies, they use these big name actors or athletes also and celebrities to help push their product.
I've got to say, it works.
I think that's a good
If
tactic.
he thinks it's great, I think it's great. He's a great guy. That 70s show, great show.
Maria Sharapova also an extraordinary tennis player.
Yeah.
And has an extraordinary body.
No, I would not want to be on the other side of her backswing. No. Don't get on the wrong side of her, no.
Sir. So you're going to put yourself in a lot of trouble and a world of hurt. Michelle LaRue currently sitting in third.
She's looking great.
Little side note about Michelle LaRue, South American native.
Yeah.
Not South American, excuse me, South African. Sorry.
Now, I ran into her mother at the grocery store a while back.
Mrs. LaRue?
Yeah, Mrs. LaRue.
Oh.
And she's a woman with a heavy accent.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Franz, I mean, you're a fan of the British-Australian accent, am I correct?
You are, in fact. It just adds a little spice to a woman, a little interest.
Yeah. I do declare.
Although she is a little bit out of my age range.
Yeah, I didn't mean that in the sense
okay.
that...
I just wanted to clarify.
Just clarification, yeah, that's good. This is on camera. I don't want to mess up here. They filmed the movie starring Matt Damon called Invictus about the South African rugby team.
Right? Yeah.
Now rugby, that's a hard sport. Not only mentally but physically, especially. You're thrashing your body. Michelle LaRue and Alia Bales will be rooming together next year. I mean, I speak for myself when I say this, but I think rooming with a teammate has been very beneficial for me.
They're able to work off one another.
So well. I hope these two have some good chemistry. I think so. Oh. Now, Melissa LaRue also has a twin who isn't running today, but we're hoping for a quick and hasty recovery.
Yeah, we are. Definitely are.
We want her back and running on the track ASAP.
I love to see the sprinters. They're just cheering on Michelle. It's great.
Good to see that cohesiveness amongst track teams. Sometimes there can be this sort of divide created.
Now look at that, Hop. They're getting a cheer going on for her. Oh, and she's moving up.
Gotta love that.
Nice.
Gotta love that camaraderie amongst the team. Always exciting. Always adds some cohesiveness, some bonding, all around just positive for the team. Something they can work off of. Michelle LaRue breaking away from the